Good morning, this is your Stat Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is a simulation review question, problem number 4. And it says, in the June 2007 issue of Consumer Reports, 30% of mid-sized gas grills were listed as costing more than $700 to purchase. So interesting, we have 30%. If a random sample of 10 households that recently purchased a mid-sized gas grill were taken, estimate the probability the owner would spend more than 700. All right. So 30% costs more. Well, that's interesting. First off, the percent, so we know repeats are allowed. 30 over 100, that does reduce to a one-digit number, so we can use one digits. Please remember, if I make my list 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I can choose any three numbers to represent the 30%. So our question is, how many grills are over $700 or costs out of $700 out of the 10? Success. We're going to call that grills over $700. And the component is the household grills. We're going to run 10 trials. Duplicates are allowed. There were no skips, all right, because either they are more than one, either they're more than $700 or they're less than 700. So that's all grills. All grills are either more or less than $700. So we're going to choose 1 to 3 as grills representing $700. You could have chosen any three, but I just make 1, 2, 3 because it makes it nice and easy. They're nice in a row. That means 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9 are less than $700. Once again, we always read from left to right. So we're going to begin from left to right. I would select one-digit numbers until there are 10 households with grills selected. Count the number of one-digit grills for more than 700. So we're going to count the ones that are 1, 2, and 3, run a 10 trial simulation, and find the number of households that spent more than $700. And once again, you need to make sure that you include that no skips. All right. Because I said 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 greater than 700, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 are less than 700. So in this case, it's a one digit. That a one is grill that costs more. So that's a more costs more, more, more. Notice we're allowing repeats because it's percentages. The 6, that's less than 700. The 4 is less than 700. 3 is more. 6 is less. 3 is more. 1 is more. 8 is less. We tried. So in this case, we found 6 grills out of the 10 randomly selected that were more than $700. All right, continuing on. This was less than 700, less than 700, less than 700, less than 700, more than 700, more than 700, less than 700, less than 700, less than 700. And in this case, we had 2 out of the 10 grills that were more. More than 700, less than 700, more, less, 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 more, less, less. All right. So we look at this and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 that were more than 700. Over here, this one was more than 700, less than 700, less than 700, more, and less. So we ended up with 7 grills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. This is in trial trial number 5 right here. Less than 700, more, less, less, more, less, 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 more, and we ended up with 4. Here, less, 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 less. So we had 0 grills that were over 700. More, less, 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 more, less, less. So we ended up with 4 grills. Less, 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 more, less, 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 less. We ended up with 1 grill. Here we ended up with a more, then a less, less than 700, less than 700, less, and then this one was more than 700, so we ended up with two grills. And on the very last one, we had last trial, our 10th trial, less than 700, less than 700, less than 700, more than 700, less than 700, less than 100. So we had 3 out of 10. So we actually had exactly the 30% that we predicted um, this time, 3 out of 10. All right, so we're going to record that in a table. Trial one, we had 6 grills. Trial two, 2 grills. Trial three, 4 grills. Trial four, 7 grills. Trial five, we had 4 grills. Trial six, we had a surprising 0 grills. Trial seven, we had 4 grills. Trial eight, we had 1 grill that was more than 700. Trial nine, we had 2 grills that was more than 700. And trial 10, we had 3 grills more than 700. When we added all those up, we got 33. So 33 divided by 10 is 3.3. So based on the simulation above, in the long run, on average, we'd expect 3.3 grills that cost 700 out of the 10 households. Once again, please remember, if it's in red, it's just part of your simulation. Then it says, based on the table, what's the probability the owner will spend more than 700 grills? Well, 33 out of 100 equals 33%. All right. 33 out of 100 equals 33%. So 33% of the time, the owner will spend $700 or more on a grill. Now, what's interesting about that 33% is it's a little different than the 30% that Consumer Reports said. Our simulation said, hey, 33%, but Consumer Reports was claiming 30%. So pretty close, but not exactly the same. All right. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.